Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Kansas Speedway, Kansas City, Kansas, for tonight's running of the Victory Designs 200 for the Vanlily Stickers series here on Full Throttle Sim Race, or Full Throttle Television. My name is Bertie Hanna. With me in the booth tonight is Tony Solari. And Tony, we have a new series logo, a new series sponsor. We got some great racing. We got an event sponsor as well. We got a lot going on here on Tuesday nights with a new series with the same B-class car, but a lot new, and some of it's going to be the same here tonight. We're going to have some great racing, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, well, and we're here at Kansas. We showed up last week, and I didn't necessarily have to talk you into it. We picked up a sponsor, and here we are. And yeah, and especially tonight, well, we got two sponsors. We got our series sponsor, Vanlilly's sticker series, and then we have the Victory Designs is sponsoring the race itself. So yeah, it's kind of good to have something to do on a Tuesday night to finish out the season. I believe we have we're contracted for. So, but yeah, I mean it's Kansas. There's a casino. There'll be some casino jokes tonight. It's high speed. It's got some good banking. Last week's race was pretty good. We don't necessarily get to call these O'Reilly cars too much. So yeah, tonight should be a lot of fun.
The series has had some great racing over the season. I know we missed some of it, but we're here now. I tell you what, it's been a flurry of activity the last week or so, getting everything set up and ready to go. But here we are. New series sponsor, Vanlily Stickers. Got to thank them for coming on board and sponsoring the series for the rest of the season. And also Victory Designs picking up the sponsorship for the rest of the races for the season. These guys have really stepped up on both ends and said, we want this series broadcasted. Well, here you go. We're able to do it. We're happy to do it because this series, like you said, Tony, has had some fantastic racing. I'm happy to be able to kind of showcase the driving talent and the great racing that this series provides.
Yeah, I mean, we've missed kind of the first half of the season, and we're in the race review, and we've been watching them, and yeah, it looks like they've been having some great races. I mean, we saw a real great race last week, which we were able to call because of Donnie Batiste, and yeah, now we're back. We're going to be here for the rest of the season, and yeah, I'm pretty excited because yeah, these drivers they race clean, they race hard, and yeah, they put on a really good show, and it kind of deserves to be broadcasted. So yeah, here we are.
We have to work through some of the changes on the website as well, but we're going to pull up last week's results. If you'll give me just a second, we'll look at the results from Rockingham. Or sorry, from where were we at last week?
We were at Bristol last week.
Sorry, trying to pull up last week's results, and here they are. Hollingsworth getting it done at Bristol, the Kelly Batiste 200. That's right. We had the special event last week to kick off this broadcast, and you got Hollingsworth getting it done. Sylvain Joly right there in second. Wyatt Huntley finishing in third. It was a great and exciting race last week for sure.
Yeah, we did. We saw some great racing. I mean, we've actually had some pretty good races at Bristol throughout all the three series as well. And yeah, last week was a good deal. Honoring Kelly Batiste as well. And it was kind of our, again, we really haven't been present for a lot of these races. And, last week was kind of Brody and I's foray into the series here. And, yeah, I'm really excited about calling the rest of these races, which is kind of why I was hoping we would be continue to call these races. And, yeah, we've got the sponsors now to be here. So it's even better.
Yeah, we're going to try to pull up the points for the series as well. Just trying to make sure that we changed some things on the website, and I want these things to show up properly. And that's not working for me. Huh. But anyway, I was going to look at last week's standing.
Yeah, it was on the board. It just disappeared. But yeah, Hollingsworth finished first. I believe I saw it was Sylvain Joly finished second. I don't remember the rest of them though. Sadly, it was pretty exciting though. It wasn't a bad race at all. Too, everybody kept it pretty clean. Had some good green flag runs as well, and it's tough to do here at Bristol.
There we go. I had an inadvertent R. Jonathan Atkins leading the points over Joshua Gaiman just barely there. Really tight points lead for the top spot. You got Joshua Susi right there in there. Bobby Terrell, a well-known name around the FTSR garage, and then Sylvain Jolly, your top 5.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, again, we haven't been around for it, but it's pretty decent points battle. I mean, obviously Jonathan's got kind of a stronghold on it. With Joshua, I shouldn't say Jonathan has a huge stronghold because Joshua's only 6 points back. But there's a pretty good points battle right now for the third spot because everybody's just doing the quick math here. I mean, they're within maybe 20, 30 points of each other, and that could be 1 or 2 races for some of these guys to kind of make up some spots there.
Yeah, and we got looking at the schedule. We got 5 races left. Kansas tonight. Then we have Talladega, which should be a lot of fun. You got Texas, Watkins Glen, and Dover. What a grouping of races. And I think we're going to see a lot of variety here in the next couple of races to end off the season.
Yeah, pretty good schedule to finish off. I mean, yeah, Talladega next week, which is going to be the wild card. We got the Watkins Glen wild card, and then another mile and a half. And I'm not a huge fan of Dover, but I think a lot of guys do enjoy Dover. But that's where we'll finish off the season. So yeah, it's going to be fun here for sure. I'm kind of looking forward to the Glen myself.
I'm looking forward to tonight's race for sure. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be exciting, and they are gritting up on the on pit road there. So we're going to throw it over to our starting lineup to get this Victory Designs 200 underway here at Kansas Speedway. Starting from pole tonight, it's going to be the number 30. That is Justin Gann. He's going to start his Chevrolet from the first position. Beside him on the front row is going to be the number 2. That's going to be Austin Demore. He's going to start on the front row with Gann. Starting P3, that is the number 02. That is Wyatt Huntley in his Chevrolet. He's going to start from the third position. Fourth is going to be Claude Furlan in the number 48. Well, these numbers are hard to read. Fifth position going to go to Tanner Tomasi in the number 55. Joining him on the third row in sixth position going to be Victor Pfluger. Sylvain Jolly is going to start in the seventh position. He's going to start beside Bobby Terrell. Both those guys, let's see, Sylvain having a good run from Bristol. Terrell trying to rebound. Ninth spot going to go to the 19 of Richie Coy. And rounding out your top 10, it's going to be Joshua Susi.
All right, starting 11th, we have David Smeal Jr. Then starting 12th, we have Lane Allen. Then Dylan Clark starting 13th. Darren Clement starting 14th. Casey McMully 15th. Then we have Marty Roberts 16th. Then we have Michael Blackner starting 17th. Kyler McCarthy 18th. Brian Bliss 19th. Jonathan Atkins 20th. Caitlin Height 21. Bill Miller 22nd. Ted Lispy 23rd. Kevin Gibney Jr. 24th. Joshua Gaiman 25th. And then Donnie Batiste 26th.
26 cars taking the track here tonight for the Vanlily Stickers Series. I wonder how many times I'm going to say that. I'm going to say O'Reilly or something off the cuff here tonight. We'll see what happens. We're getting used to it. We're going to try to give those guys the exposure they need. But got some new names tonight too. In those 26 car field, it's going to be fun to try to figure that out. And I'm just sure Tony's going to have fun with that as the pace car peels off. We're going to get ready for the green flag here at Kansas Speedway. Waiting into the restart zone. Green flag flies, and away we go.
Yeah, they're off. I forgot to give the EOLs, but looks like Richie took care of that. Sorry, Richie. But yeah, they're moving here. We got everybody moving along.
Justin Gann out to a lead already as he gets to jump on this restart side by side for second, and you see everybody jockeying for position here on lap 1, trying to find somewhere to run around this track as they head to 3.
Well, from what I was remembered, I mean, it's been a while since we've been here in Kansas, but this is definitely a good double groove track. I mean, you got the high line, the low line. We're going to see a lot of guys probably migrate to the top side of the track, too. You can definitely carry the momentum and actually have a feasible line up there. And we already see a few guys hanging out there.
Yeah, kind of floating around. We're watching Victor Pfluger up top. Victor Pfluger, actually the owner of Victory Designs, and his wife, owner of Vanlily Stickers. So doing a lot for the season. Oh, a little squeeze job there with the 19 of Coy, Victor Pfluger. Sylvain Jolly in the middle is going to move Pfluger all the way to the top. He's at the top, but kind of losing positions here.
Well, yeah, they were actually 3 wide here. I mean, there's a lot of space here in this track, too. So, I mean, it's not going to be unheard of to see a little 3 wide action going. But, yeah, you got to kind of be careful with that. And, yeah, Victor fortunately got the short end of the stick there.
Yeah, he didn't want
But, yeah, it's good to have him and his wife on board. Unfortunately, that happened early, so it looked like he had a little bit of speed in this car. He'll be back up there.
Yeah, he not to be outdone by his wife. He's like, let me throw some logos on there as well. So, but
Well, they're
he
crap.
knows who's number
Yeah,
one. Give him the series
that's
sponsorship,
right.
and I'll take the race sponsorship. No problem.
Well, they're obviously a crafty family, because they're both kind
Absolutely.
of doing some cool little designs. I mean, yeah, Victor's doing, he does like cups and stuff, from what I remember.
No, no.
And
Well, no, Victor. He does graphical design
oh,
and
that's
stuff.
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then yeah, his wife's doing the sticker thing. I'm gonna have to look into that business, see exactly what she's up to.
There's a lot on there. She's busy. As a matter of fact, I was talking to him late last night, and they were putting together packages to send out their monthly subscriptions. So,
Oh, that's
I
kind of
mean,
neat.
late. He was around with me late night. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say I was out with the kind of late last night, and man, he must have shown up afterwards.
I'll tell you what, Justin Gann out front, looking good in that green Monster Energy car. Not hard to
Yeah, he's
miss
got
there.
that.
But Austin
Well,
Moore is starting to track him down.
yeah, Austin. And we saw Austin kind of make a pretty good run, though. I mean, he kind of burned up his stuff a little bit early, but I don't know. That green kind of looks like the color of the Monster Energy drink in itself, doesn't it? It's been a while since I've had one of those, but I'm pretty sure that is actually the color of the drink.
It's something like that. It looks radioactive, for sure.
That's right. Yeah.
Wyatt Huntley fending off Tanner Tomasi for right now. Their teammates right there, third and fourth. They were side by side. Tanner underneath, but Wyatt using that top lane to keep that position right now. We got a battle for the lead. Here comes the two of Austin Demore underneath Justin Gann.
Yeah, and you can see. I mean, they're both giving each other plenty of room, and yeah, Austin makes it easy. Tanner still, or not Tanner, but Wyatt still running that high line, staying ahead of his teammate there. But they were almost 3 wide there for a little while ago as well, with Claude Ferlin on the bottom there. But they kind of single file out. I'm looking at the 19 though. He's starting to make a run here on Claude. We know Richie likes that bottom line. He is, man, he is hugging that apron.
I was waiting for the play on words there. He clawed him in.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think of that, but yeah, he's clawing him in, clodding him in.
Oh, we got a call on Ronnie Roberts on the apron there.
Yeah. Well, I think
Going down
Marty
the
actually
pits.
had connection issues, and unfortunately missed the start of the race here. So
Battle back here. David Smeal, Victor Fluger trying to take that position. Looks like he will.
yeah, well, I kind of feel like we're going to see that 21. He's definitely going to continue moving forward. He was showing a little prowess early on, but unfortunately got kind of bit by the 3 wide action there. But I'll tell you, everybody's pretty much single file afterwards. And we've got, 26 cars tonight, so they got a pretty good sized field, but everybody's pretty much strung out towards the back of the pack here.
Here comes Bobby Terrell looking underneath Sylvain Jolly. Sylvain coming off that strong finish at Bristol. I'm sure he wants to cap that off with another one tonight. Currently running in the 8th spot, trying to fend off Bobby Terrell. And we got a battle up front. Claude Ferlin under fire from Richie Coy, like you talked about. Richie going to take that position to the bottom. Move Richie up to 5th spot. He's already climbed about 5 positions.
Yeah, I'm back to watching that battle with Bobby gets by Sylvain, but now Sylvain's under fire by Victor. And man, they have got a gaggle of cars behind them right now too. Everybody wants to get moving.
Lane Allen underneath David Smill there. You got Dylan Clark back here trying to fend off Darren Clement as well.
Yeah, and I'm not used to seeing Lane in that Lowe's car, because I know Michael Blackner switched to the Lowe's design, but I believe that's for the Cup Series. That's doing it, or it is in trucks. That's right.
Smill and Allen side by side right there. Allen going to take that position to run up on the back of Sylvain Jolly right now. You see the cars kind of move around a little bit. A lot of the guys said that the cars kind of dance around here a good bit. The track's so smooth, you lose a little feeling in the car. So if you're not careful, you kind of lose track of what the car is doing. You have to be really in tune with the steering wheel and what the car is doing for you.
Well, I think that's why this series is so popular, because the cars, you really have to just drive them. Oh, Lane Allen gets really close to Smeal there. Wow, that was close. He's still right on that corner. Pretty sure that's, I got to zoom back in. No, it wasn't. It was 32 Darren Clement.
Racing up front, actually in front of those guys side by side. Lane Allen and Sylvain Jolly. Sylvain a little loose off the corner. Lane on the top side.
I saw Lane get a little loose there as well. So,
here
but like I said, these cars you can drive them, and I think that's why a lot of guys really enjoy them, just because it gives you it does kind of what you expect it to do, and there is a little bit of saving involved as far as if the car gets loose. But man, they're 3 wide right now.
Battle for the lead. Jump back up front. Justin Gann retakes the lead from Austin Demore. Also going to slot back in line, and here comes Wyatt Huntley trying to get second.
Yeah, he capitalized on that 2 wide there, and gets right by Austin. Didn't
mention it, but we're racing a lap 35 for the stage break. 134 laps total here tonight for the Victory Dishonest 200 here at Kansas.
Yeah, I'm still watching that battle back there for 11th and beyond. I mean, it is still a big gaggle of cars. Sylvain's got 10th locked up. Man, they were almost 4 wide.
Oh, my goodness. They're all over the place back here. 4 wide, 3 wide.
Jonathan Atkins goes to the outside and makes it. I don't know how he made that happen. He was thinking skinny as he was going by. Wow.
Let's go back 1 lap and see what happened. Jonathan Atkins, kind of focus in on him. Goes into the corner, makes it 3 wide to the top. Coming off the corner, it gets tight as some of the cars struggle for grip. Lane Allen, it was 4 wide. Slips by 3 cars off the exit of 2. That was tight. That was close, but he made it work.
Yeah, man. Sketchy move, but yeah, it paid off, and everybody did a great job holding their line and allowing that to happen. Not like a lot of guys had a choice with it, but they did the right thing.
I think a lot of the guys like this car too, because it does move around a little bit. It is a little sketchy at times, but it makes the driving fun. You know, the racing is one thing. Racing side by side is fun. Racing with other cars is fun. But to have a car that's fun to drive is kind of rare these days in NASCAR, to be honest with you. I like the trucks. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do like the trucks. But the Cup car is, I wouldn't call it fun to kind of wrestle around as you talk to some of the other guys. Jonathan Atkins, a little contact with David Smeal off the corner. Side by side down here for 11th down the front stretch. Well, he's not leaving him much room.
No, well, I mean, Jonathan was running that high side, and he gets below Smeal now. Now you can see, I mean, he's definitely got the car set up to run that high line, and he needs to get back up there to make that pass.
Smeal holds them off, though.
Yeah. Man, I'll tell you, this is where the action is right now.
Yes,
everybody trying to get into that top 10 spot, but while they're screwing around, I mean, Sylvain Jolly's got that top 10 locked up right now. But yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't. Obviously, neither one of us drive the car, but you know, I always like the truck. A lot of guys still complain that the truck might be a little too easy, and it's all on throttle. The Cup car, we know it's like wrestling a bear, and a lot of guys just don't enjoy that, and it's very unpredictable. But this car kind of blends a little bit of the truck, but you know, it's more to the truck than it is to the Cup car as far as drive style goes. But it kind of still gives you. It gives you that opportunity to actually drive the car. You know, you got to handle the looseness of it. You got to drive it. And yeah, the dancing around is a good what's the word I'm looking for? A good evident factor of why this car is fun to drive. Because yeah, you got to drive it. You just can't be out there and just put it on a slot car track and just go run your laps.
Looking at Claude Furlan, Bobby Terrell making some moves by Claude Furlan. Now working on Austin Demore. Austin slipping back quickly here. Was fast early on. Now he's slipping back. We've seen that the last couple of weeks, where that car is fast on the get-go, but kind of falls off. But going back to your point, though, that's as a racer, that's what you want. You want a car that you can put input into and make a difference on. As you see, the 55 Tomasi gets a wall there off the corner, racing close with Joshua Susi. Here comes Victor Fluker underneath as well. But the drivers like a car that you can kind of put input into and change, you know, how you drive it and actually make a difference behind the wheel inside a race car. I know it's kind of lost at some points during, you know, with what we have now. But this car definitely is one of those cars where driver input matters, and it doesn't matter what if it's a mile and a half, a short track. It really doesn't matter. The driver can make a difference.
Well, it gives the options, you know, as we're the truck you don't really get a whole lot of options with, just because you're kind of stuck in that box, and you know it's really hard to pass. It's almost like a fixed series in a way with the truck. The Cup car too. You gotta run the Cup car in that perfect line, that that perfect arc every time you get on the track. This car, especially too at a place like this where we're seeing multiple groove racing, this is what the guys really will enjoy, and this is what most of the racing is supposed to be about, where you have options and you can drive the car that you want to drive in the style that you want to drive in the lane that you want to drive, and that's to me that's the trifecta right there as far as sim racing goes. It's more realistic.
I'll tell you what, we can definitely see some comers and goers as well in this series. You see some guys going forward, some guys going backwards. One guy moving forward, actually a couple of them, Richard Coy, Joshua Susi, and Victor Fluger all making moves towards the front of the field. Some of the guys moving backwards now. Wyatt Huntley's lost a couple positions in the last few laps. It looks like Tanner Tomasi's fallen back as well. And Austin DeMore, of course, losing 10 positions so far.
Yeah, I knew Victor was going to be kind of barreling his way through the field, but man, to see him in fourth, we missed that altogether. He's really moving, and he's actually working on Joshua Susi now. He's right all over his bumper.
Ooh, we saw some smoke in 1 and 2. I'm not sure where that came from.
I don't know. I can tell you right now, though, the battle for 10th is heated up quite a bit. Everybody has seemed like that whole gaggle we were talking about earlier has caught Sylvain Jolly.
They've got some new players here, for sure. Wyatt Huntley and Tanner Tomasi have joined the group. And from behind, you've got Bobby Terrell, who's moved his way through this group, and in front of it, this is where they meet in the middle.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you got the guys that have been able to kind of save a little bit. We still have tire wear we have to deal with, and that's always going to be evident within iRacing. And yeah, you definitely got to kind of manage your tire wear. And you can definitely see the guys that have been able to manage that tire wear, and they are moving forward, because we're 26 laps into this run, and that's when you're going to start seeing. You're going to start seeing that tire wear hit about lap 15, maybe even lap 20, before it starts getting really bad. But yeah, and that's where you're seeing all these comers and goers now, and it's been like a light switch for some of these guys. So
three wide off the corner, tight there. Big run on the top, though. Who's that on the top? Is that Caitlin Height?
Yeah.
Joshua
a couple
Gaiman,
new
Tanner
players
Tomasi
in here.
Tanner Tomasi having some issues, still falling back. Now he's 3 wide middle on the fresh. There's a little contact between him and
who was that?
Kyle McCarthy. They hang on to it. Kyle was all kind of sideways after that contact.
Yeah, wow. He was able to hang on to it. No harm, no foul. But man, you can tell though, some of these guys they're starting to struggle a little bit with tire wear, and they're just dying for that stage. They don't want to see a yellow maybe, but they're dying for maybe some new tires here.
And we are only 7 laps away, so we're not far from it. They just need to hang on a little bit longer. As you see that close racing back there, Darren Clement almost contact back there with I think Jonathan Atkins. We thought Atkins would go forward there, and he did. That was close between him and his Kyler McCarthy again. Jonathan Atkins, a little bit of contact there, and they hang on to it again. Kyler's getting a workout tonight.
Yeah, just getting pushed all over the place here. But, I'm looking at the battle for 10th right now, and there still is a little battle going on there. But, behind them, especially with the stage pretty close here, not a time to get too aggressive right now, especially if you're back there.
Yeah, there's our leader. Justin Gann doing everything right up front. Richie Coy trying to run him down, but they've got quite the gap there. First, second, third, and fourth on your screen there. The closest battle is going to be for third. Joshua Susi starting to move in on Victor Fluger. Here he goes, looking to the top side.
Well, I think actually Victor passed Joshua Susi there. But yeah, they're still battling. Susi might clear him right now.
Using that top side, that momentum is going to clear him, going to take their position. Victor Fluger back to fourth. Bobby Terrell in fifth right there. You got Wyatt Huntley falling to sixth right there.
And Bobby's
you got that gaggle around 10th. Oh, David Smill touches the apron up the track a little bit in front of Sylvain Jolly. Oh, Oh, surveying in the wall just a little bit there. Everybody had to check up. It was a big gain for Joshua Gaiman, though. He was able to come through and grab a couple positions from all that.
Yeah, wow, that could have been messy, but they were able to hang on to it.
Yeah, we are getting down to it. 4 laps remaining to the stage. All calm up front, but it's anything but back here for right around that last stage point. You know, these guys are fighting for those points. You see them sideways off the corner.
I know, yeah. Yeah, you can tell the handling is starting to go away on a lot of these cars right now. But it just adds to the excitement if you're in the driver's seat, right? Maybe you're waiting for the guy in front of you to slide, and maybe you can capitalize. Hopefully you're not the guy that slides.
Boy, he was sliding off the corner right there under, is that Tanner Tomasi underneath Jonathan Atkins?
Yeah, I was watching Atkins there too. Yeah, he's definitely kind of back on moving forward, but I don't think he's not in stage point range right now, unfortunately.
He was 55 drifting off the corner again. I know he drives dirt, but you don't want to be sliding those rear tires like that. Not on asphalt.
Yeah. No, definitely not. Yeah. Although sometimes the car feels like you're on dirt, but you're definitely not on dirt. Man, he's still having a hard time hanging on to that thing.
Darren
yeah, I was going to say, for a second there, I thought he was going to pull over and let Darren go, but nope, that was not the case.
Still smoking that rear tire. Got it hung out, but that might be why he's going backwards right now, too, though. He's lost 9 spots where he started.
Yeah, back up front, though, Justin Gann still got a 6/10 lead over Richie Coy. And I'll tell you, that battle for third is still going on here. Fluger and Susie are both fighting for that one stage point.
Yeah, they're going to fight for that point, but coming off turn 4, it's going to be Justin Gann winning your stage tonight. Who's going to get third? Looks like it's going to be Susie over Victor Fluger as we finish up the stage. But Justin Gann, your stage winner tonight, looking strong out front early on here. We'll take those 10 points, put them in the bank. We'll go get some fresh tires and try it again.
Yeah, for sure. Pit road is going to be pretty busy. We've been a pretty clean race, too, and no carnage or anything like that. But definitely some guys probably figured out what their car can and cannot do tonight, and maybe make a little wrench, a little adjustment, maybe a little air pressure here and there.
Richie Coy looking pretty good out there tonight as well. Able to make it past 7 laps and finish the stage in second. But he does look fast out there. He just kind of lost out to that ground early on, working his way through the field. So he's going to re-rack them here, and he's going to be right on the back bumper of the 30 here to start this final stage.
Well, we've seen Richie in the past have some issues finding that pit box. So if he can get in and out of that pit box cleanly enough, yeah, he might even be able to jump Justin here if he can get in and out of that box quickly enough.
I'll tell you what, too, the weather here
it's a little gloomy.
Yeah, rather dreary. And I say that because it sets the mood, but that's not really what's important. I'm thinking that the track temperature is going to be down a little bit. Those guys are going to have a little bit more grip, which, and depending on which end of the car gets more grip, is kind of how, that's going to be important. But it's going to change the way the car drives a little bit with this overcast skies. The sun's not going to be heating up the track just as much, and so I just wonder how that's affecting the cars.
Well, we are going to see the lights turn on at some point too.
Is
if they haven't already
the 30
turned on.
smoking on pit road?
Yeah, the right side is smoking. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I almost wonder if he was really close to the grass there. I almost wonder if maybe that just might have been a little bit of grass debris flying up.
Interesting. Is it smoking right there sitting on pit road? No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. But that was smoking down pit road, right? I wasn't going crazy there.
No, you were not going crazy. Yeah, for sure. It absolutely was.
Something we'll have to keep an eye on. And meanwhile, off pit road.
Yeah, the 44 looks like he's got Ted Lispy.
Now, did he miss his pit stall? Did he take fuel on? Surely you didn't.
I'm looking here, yeah. He missed his pit stall completely.
So say we had a lead change off pit road, but Lisby, I think, just missed his pit stop. Gonna have to come back in and try that again.
Yeah. He parked next to somebody probably asking him for some Grey Poupon, and then he's like, wait a minute, you don't have any. I'm going to have to go around and find somebody else.
Look at the smoke coming off his car
Yeah,
coming up pit road.
Yeah. Yeah, what is that? Why is that happening? We said it was gloomy in the sky, but I guess it's gloomy on the track, too.
Wow. Interesting. Well, he got himself a little TV time, though. Let Lisby comes down pit road to get his tires this time by.
Yeah, and just iRacing doing iRacing things. Good that nobody's damaged. I mean, that would be pretty brutal for Justin to actually have engine damage. And it could happen, you know, misshift or, you know, you unfortunately go down a gear. I mean, we've seen it happen before, but fortunately that was not the case.
All right. Now we got, you know, through that stage, we have some guys that didn't have a great qualifying run. They worked their way through the field, kind of got them in position now. Everybody's moved towards the front. It's got a good car. Now we're going to fire off together. Now we're going to see who's got the car. Maybe to battle Justin Gann. Is it Richie Coy? Joshua Susi looked good there at the long run. Victor Pfluger's moved up into the top 5. Bobby Terrell's joined the top 5. All those guys have moved forward. Now can they do something with this 30th Gann?
Well, it's a long run league. So, I mean, you got to, if you're out here competing, you got to have a long run car. So, yeah, we'll see who's going to have that long run here.
All right, pace car peels off. We're going to get ready for the restart here. Lap 39, green flag flies. Justin Gann fires off, and we go back racing here at Kansas.
And he gets a great fire off, and then the Susi's right behind him, battling Richie Coy now for second. And Richie, unfortunately, starting on the outside. That's not the place he wants to be, but unfortunately, he's stuck up there right now.
That's where you wanted to be last week in Bristol.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, Bristol, that's where you want to restart, but not around here.
And you may want to be up there on the long run. But right now it's right around the bottom with those fresh tires. He's going to fall to fourth. Joshua Susi to second. Now he's putting pressure on Justin Gann. Here he comes to the outside for the lead.
He's going to try and make that outside run work. I mean, with the momentum we've seen here, and again, we got multiple grooves on this track, so that's a very viable option for him to make this happen. He did clear him.
Right around the top, Joshua Susi going to take the point.
Oh, we got a wreck in the back there.
Wyatt Huntley around. Trying to get to him. Oh, he's smoking. He's got some major damage. As he comes down to the track, there's a lot of dust out there.
Yeah, he, wow. Yeah, unfortunately, Claude had nowhere to go.
Claude Ferlin involved.
Hopefully I won't call him Flawed Curlin like we did last week.
Yeah.
But, we'll get it right this week.
All right, let's go back and look and see what happened. This first caution for incident tonight involved Wyatt Huntley off turn 2. Loose, walks up the track, and unfortunately Claude was kind of in the middle of the track there, and unfortunately just washed up across the nose of Claude Ferlin. And honestly, I think he might have been the only car involved. If so, that is a miracle.
Yeah, I mean, everybody was able to kind of scatter. I mean, fortunately, you have a lot of infield area there down the back straight, so everybody kind of scattered. And I don't think they were up to full speed anyway, so it probably didn't really affect them too much.
He did have that black and green car. I don't know who that was. Maybe he got a piece of it as they went by.
That is, let me see here. The 29, you're thinking? The black green car. That's the 10. That's Caitlin Hoyt. Hyde. I think. Is that how you say it?
Let's write on board and see if that's who I was saying. No, I don't think it was that car. It's a darker car.
Well, there's a dark green with the yellow numbers. That is the 29.
And we're getting used to the.
That's Dylan Clark in the 29. That was the other green car that was involved there. Yeah, he did get a little piece. Little piece of Claude, unfortunately.
Let's see what he saw from the passenger side here. Coming off the corner. Walk. Yeah. You know what? I don't know if he hit him or missed him, to be honest with you. That was some great reactionary driving for him. He may have just missed that one.
I'm looking at right now. It looks like he got a
Let's
tiny,
see.
tiny,
Let's see.
tiny
Turn
tap.
across and he turns left. I don't know. I don't know. Did he hit? If he did, it was net code. But I think he missed him. I think he missed him.
Well, I'm looking at Claude's. You can actually see Claude's rear end deform right where that contact went. It may have been the net code. Yeah, because Dylan doesn't actually have any visible damage on his car, but Claude did. So it could have been a little bit of net code damage there. But man, it was. I mean, there was inches.
I mean, it happens right in front of him. They cut across right here.
Yeah.
Watching this replay, he cuts left as soon as he sees it. Oh, so quick. Yeah, he might have got the back of the 43 just a little bit, but man, that was inches apart. Great move to kind of miss that one.
Yeah, I mean, everybody did a great job, though, avoiding Wyatt there. And yeah, unfortunately, Wyatt just cold tires kind of bit him right there coming out of 2. And not too bad. I mean, I think Wyatt's probably the one that's got the most damage out of everybody there. Claude, I'm looking at Claude here. He got a little damage fixed, it looked like. The rear end still got a little damage, though, on it.
That's going to be Wyatt Huntley with some damage. He's going to have to overcome for sure there.
Wyatt, unfortunately, yeah, he's 2 laps down, and actually he's manually disconnected, so he's out for the night.
Okay, so he is done. All right, well, had some major
And I
damage. Had
believe-
some engine damage, so it doesn't surprise me there. All right, but
Right.
getting ready for the restart here. Joshua Susi now with control of the race over Justin Gann, Victor Fluger, Richie Coy, Bobby Terrell, your top 5 that come down to the restart zone. Waiting. Green flag flies. And we are off and racing again here at Kansas.
Yeah, Joshua gets a great jump off there, but man, they are packed and stacked behind him. Big battle right now between Gann and Fluger for that second spot. Richie looks like he's kind of holding up the pack there in 4th, though. And here comes Dylan Clark, though, and Richie kind of pulls down and maybe kind of block that effort there.
The battle for second. It was temporary, but Gann's going to hold on right now. Victor Fluger in 2nd, Richie Coy 3rd, Dylan Clark 4th. Almost 3 wide back here, the back half of the top 10.
Yeah, Justin had a really good entry there and almost got into the back of the 18,
It is
and
3
he had to
wide.
let up. Yeah.
3 wide back here. Bobby Terrell in the middle. Caitlin Hyde on the bottom. Joshua Gaiman up top. Actually, they settled that as they get to 3 2 wide.
Good action going on right now with these guys.
It's really good racing. Really close racing. Really tight racing, but really good, clean racing so far. That may change when we get closer to the end of these races, but so far so good. It's Caitlin Hyde and Bobby Terrell really close. Actually, Joshua Gaiman right there in there as well. Dylan Clark right in front of him. Packed like sardines in a can.
Yeah, they all look like they have speed. They just have nowhere to go right now. And really, kind of daring up into that upper lane. I mean, obviously, you got a little too wide action, but kind of surprised seeing Joshua Gaiman up there, not trying to maybe propel on that outside line there.
It was close between Gaiman and Caitlin Height there, side by side. The 10 on the inside of Joshua Gaiman. Boy, they are close. David Smeal bouncing off the side of Bobby Terrell there. Now 3 wide. Who's that jumping to the inside?
Got the 55 on the inside. That is Tanner Tomasi.
Oh! David Smeal around on the front stretch from contact. He slides up the track. Oh, and he collects some other guys back there late into the party. Big wreck here on the front stretch at Kansas.
Man, that's also, yeah, David kind of washed up the track right into the one of Jonathan Atkins, and I don't know if you realized Jonathan was up there.
David Smeal on the infield smoking, trying to get it going. A big one on the front stretch here, including it collected a lot of cars. Darren Clement, Casey McMullen in this one. Somebody came in late right there.
Well, I think that was Casey. Yeah, I don't know if he saw where anybody was. There was a lot of probably smoke in his windshield when he hit that, and he kind of hit that at a pretty good rate of speed.
Bill Miller went off. So let's go back and look at our Best One Tire and Auto Care instant replay. David Smith across the front of the one and then gets turned down in front of other cars. Since Darren Clement sliding. And then, yeah, late into the cars, couple cars late into the party there.
I think Marty Roberts also kind of a little late to the party there. He was kind of trying to get back his lucky dogs there and just couldn't get that car slowed down in time. Again, though, I think he had a lot of smoke. He probably didn't see what was happening in front of him, but man, there's cars all over the track up down the front straight there.
Let's get back in right on board Atkins here as they come off the corner. Yeah, David Smith just up the track in front of him.
Jonathan likes that high side, but unfortunately, yeah, I don't know if a lot of guys realize he's up there. He's been up there the whole race. There's always an Atkins lurking on the outside at the very tall end of the track here, so you got to remember that. That is the hard part about having a multiple groove track though as well, because when you have options, you got to be careful that a lot of guys are going to use those options.
A lot of smoke, a lot of smoke, a lot of smoke. Oh, and then, yeah, right in front of him. That was Brian Bliss he ran the back of. Brian had it sort of, he had a little contact, but Casey McMullen come in there and finished him off.
Man.
It's right on board with Marty Roberts here as well, because he kind of came in from behind as well. See the smoke up front, coming off the corner, smoke everywhere.
Well, I would say that's the big one. Well, it's been the big one so far. Hopefully, it's the only big one we have.
Yeah, Darren Clement involved here. Right on board. Oh, he's already involved here. Let's go back. Right on board with Darren Clement. You see it happen to the right there. Unfortunately, he just comes across the front of Clement's machine. And then Clement's trying to get off the track, and unfortunately gets welled by Marty Roberts.
Yeah, well, where that actually happened on the track, I mean, again, you didn't really have a whole lot of options, and the cars were kind of right in front of you, and there was a lot of smoke, too, so visibility probably wasn't the best for a lot of these guys.
Definitely took out some cars. David Smil, Darren Clement, Casey McMullen, Marty Roberts, all out of the out of the race tonight. So Michael Blackner was on pit road. He's coming back out. Nope, no, he's not. He might be done for the night as well. Or was that? I thought that was it. It was Brian Bliss. He got rear-ended, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but Michael Blackner is out of the race tonight. Yeah. He just disconnected. I think Claude got in there. He got a little bit of damage fixed. I know Brian actually had. He was in the pit stall getting some damage fixed. I thought I saw Brian's tailgate. You know, well, I shouldn't say tailgate. We're not in the truck series, but the rear panel of that car was gone.
I don't know if it's me, but looks like it's gotten a little darker here.
The lights are on, but yeah, it's gotten darker somehow.
All right, Joshua Susi in control here over Justin Gann. He chooses the outside here for this restart. And it's a big checkup on the start there.
Wow, yeah. So man, Joshua Gaiman's still having an issue trying to get going there. He hits the brakes.
Oh.
Yellow powder.
Looks like they tried to time that start. And when you do that, you get it wrong, it's a big mess. So yeah, caution flies again. Let's see what happened to Joshua Gaiman there.
I don't know what triggered the caution, though. I mean, I know Joshua got pretty slow there. I don't know why that would. Again, there wasn't any wrecks. So.
He got slow enough to, I guess, iRacing threw the caution there. But yeah, I want to go back and look at that restart. What? I don't know what caused all that melee on the front there. It's like the cut. Who's that? Dylan? No, that's who's that in the inside second? I think Victor tried to time that and missed it a little bit and caused all that to happen there.
Yeah, possibly. and I mean, Joshua took the outside line, and that's not really an iRacing thing. We allow the leader to take lane choice, but it does kind of, put a little bit of pressure on the guy who is on the inside line, the second place guy, because he cannot beat him to the line. So there is there is a little bit of hesitation towards that second place guy, especially if you guys start on the inside. So there might have just been a little bit of different communication or just different anticipation, I think.
There's going to be some more cars with damage. Victor Pfluger, Joshua Gaiman on pit road. They're going to have to fix those cars up, bending the front of these cars. These are not the next-gen cars that are rigid like that. You can get some damage from these restarts, and it's going to affect you the whole race.
Yeah, and you definitely don't want to have this is definitely one of those tracks where aero's going to come into play. So you don't want to have that too much damage.
I don't know if you've got chat on, but I wonder what these guys are saying after that, because that was...
I do. Nobody's really been, apologies here and there and stuff like that, but that's about it. Actually, I had to go back to look at... I went to go back to see what happened to Michael Blackner there, and I don't know if he maybe got a pit road penalty or something.
So
definitely not damaged, though.
We know Michael's recovering from surgery, so I just wonder if he come out, made a few laps, and said, all right, that's enough. I don't want to push myself too hard. So I kind of wonder if that's the case, and that likely is the case.
Well, actually, now that I'm looking at it, he's back on track, and he got dropped packet loss.
Oh.
So he got pulled. Yeah, they yanked him out of the race for packet loss, and he's back out there. Unfortunately, at 3 laps down, but he is the only guy 3 laps down, so he might be able to start getting some lucky dogs here.
All righty. Well,
That's what happened to Michael. Yeah, Michael did have surgery.
Yep, good to see him back out here. He had,
yep.
Some typical, well, I say typical, some standard
gallbladder.
Yeah, pretty major. But,
right, yeah.
But he survived. No, he did well. He is on the mend, and good to see him back out here tonight. And hope he's doing well. Again, just a shout out to our sponsor for the series, Vanlily Designs. Or sorry, yes, I mixed the two. Vanlily Stickers. VanlilyStickers.com is where you can go to check them out, see what they've got to offer. And also our race sponsor tonight, Victory Designs, and he's working on the website, but design some things for sure. Design how to get back up through this field after this pit stop, but we're waiting for the green flag. Green flag flies, and we're off and racing once again here at Kansas.
Well, apparently Justin Gann was able to take over the lead from Joshua Susi there. So Justin gets the lead back and fires off in the box, and he is off. He is gone.
Yeah, he got a pretty
Dylan
good...
Clark. I'm seeing Dylan Clark in a second.
Yes.
That can't be right.
Yes.
Oh, no, that is, yeah.
Dylan Clark, then number 29, takes over second position. He got a pretty good shot on that restart, and it vaulted him ahead before the caution came out. You got to wonder, though, if he got some damage from the rear. I don't know. They're all on top of each other, 1, 2, 3 here, as Dylan Clark looks to the inside, trying to take over the lead.
Yeah, he's definitely on the hunt for that lead right now.
Can't quite get it off turn 2.
Yeah, I don't see any damage on Justin's car, so he might be all right. I mean, the spoiler's not ruffled, so that's always the best sign right there.
Yeah, Dylan Clark in second, Justin Gannon, your leader, Joshua Susi third, Tanner Tomasi up to fourth, Caitlin Height in fifth. We know Tanner Tomasi's got a good short run car, but we saw him fade late, so he's trying to get all he can here. Comes Joshua Susi to the outside of Dylan Clark, trying to take over second.
Yeah, the momentum on that outside line was able to get him. Yeah, we are 3 wide. Tanner on the low end. Man, Dylan just gets out of it. Smart play for Dylan there.
Through 3 and 4, it's going to be Joshua Susi actually going forward, looking for the lead to the outside of Justin Gann.
Well, he had the lead. He wants it back. So, yeah, he's going to fight down that outside some more, try and get it going. For a minute there, I thought Tanner Tomasi, they were going to make Justin Gann 3 wide there, but, man, they're still running 2 wide for second here.
Side by side for second. Justin Gann still leading. Second. Oh, the 55 touches the apron. Up the track into Susi.
Wow. Dylan gave him a break there. Man, good move. You gotta think of survival too tonight. We still got quite a bit of laps to go here.
Yeah, the 55 all over the place up front right now.
And as a driver, when you see a car like that kind of having a little bit of issue here and there, and you know you got a faster car, the best thing to do is just try to just let the guy kind of maybe gather his stuff up and attempt that pass a little later.
Well, I'm of two minds here watching this car, because at one point I'm like, well, give him 10 laps. We saw him fall back late in the run, so let him burn his stuff up and then get him. But the thing is, as you're doing that, the leader kind of scoots away, so you kind of want to get around him so you don't lose touch with the leader.
Yeah, he's kind of the valve right now, and you don't want the leaky valve to kind of prevent everything going haywire behind you.
Here he is. So he's starting to inch in on the 30 of Justin Gann. Gann's up the track just a little bit off the corner, close to the wall there, the 55. But they have caught back up to Gann a little bit here.
Yeah, well, I think there's a lot of good aero in this car as well. That you and I, again, we don't have a lot of experience in it, but I think there's a little bit more of an aero difference in this car than there are in some of the other cars that we drive here too. So they're sniffing that draft off of the 30 there, and that's what's keeping the 30 in their sights.
55 a little lower on the exit, trying to keep that clean air on the nose. It's going to work. He's going to almost and maybe get to the inside of the 30 of Gann entering turn one. He does.
Somebody that just entered the top 5 too is Richie Clark.
Interesting.
He went around Dylan Clark. That's what I was going to say. He's actually into 4th now. He's just making the play for 4th, as I was saying it. He is definitely moving forward though. He's starting to catch up to Susie.
Susie in 3rd. I think he's trying to be a little patient here and let things kind of settle out in front of him here. He's in good position. He's got a good car, a fast car in the long run. Just needs to hang around for right now.
Yeah, we were 3 wide in the back there. Fluger, Gaiman, and then Jonathan Atkins. Jonathan Atkins made that outside line work. He broke up that 3 wide. Actually, now the battle with Fluger and Joshua Gaiman kind of settled down. It's a great race, and I'll tell you, this mid-pack has been wild tonight.
Coy around Susie for 3rd, so that's Richie Coy, or Richie Clark, depending on who you are.
Yeah.
To 3rd position.
Risky Co.
Man of many names.
That's right, yeah.
Austin Demore back here fighting with Bobby Terrell. 2 of Demore, Terrell in the 14. Terrell kind of mid-pack. I'll tell you, somebody else that's been mid-pack most of the night tonight is the one with Jonathan Atkins. I expected him to move forward a little bit faster. He had that contact with David Smill. I just kind of wonder if it's affected his car. I guess we'll see on his long run, but he's currently running in 9th, though, so at least move forward a little bit.
Yeah, he started 20th, and we kind of see him. He's definitely got speed tonight. We've seen him make some pretty good passes. Again, he was 3 wide not too long ago, but kind of stalled out when he got there.
Battle for the lead. Here comes the 55 to the inside of Justin Gann, trying to take this lead away. Can't quite wrestle it away completely. Gann going to fight back on the outside. Photo finish at the line. I'm not sure who led that lap.
Justin led that lap, but Tanner actually led the lap prior. So, Tanner's I know you're saying we're kind of waiting maybe to see if that 55 is going to fall off. He doesn't look like he's in the position to fall off right now.
No, but you can tell he's driving his car hard. And when you do
He
that,
is.
you're gonna pay. You got to pay the piper at some point. Up the track a little bit into Justin Gann, side by side. Gann up the track.
It loosens them both up. Here comes Coy.
We've seen that 55 touch the apron a couple times and wash up the track. You got to be careful here.
But man, I'll tell you, I mean, look at the gaggle behind him right now.
Yeah.
We're going to have a battle for 3rd. I mean, we're looking at the battle for 1st, but there's a huge battle for 3rd right now. You got 6 cars in there. 7 cars, actually. Or no, I was ready for 6 cars.
Gann closes the door on the 55 on the entry of 3. That was inches apart there. But retakes the lead there. And now the 55 has to worry about that's Victor Fluker. He's entered the picture here with Richie Coy side by side for 3rd.
Yeah, he was 3 wide again. We talked about Jonathan Atkins and Joshua Gaiman not too long ago. Victor Fluger was in that 3 wide position. Now he's solidly third.
Now he's going for second. He's got
Yeah.
those fresh tires. He did pit on that that last caution. So he's got a little fresher tires kind of burning through the field here as he works underneath the 55.
And 77 right now is looking like he's got some freshies as well. He's trying to make that outside line work, and he's in with the 5th right now. But he's gonna take 4th over from Richie Coy here, and it looks like he ain't gonna stop at 4th.
Yeah, game
Yeah,
into
look at the
top.
run he's getting.
Going to have a big run here. Nowhere to go, though. It's the 55. Oh, contact with the 55. It causes him to move down into the 19 of Coy.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, he broke and.
Here's Susie back here as well. Side by side with
unfortunately,
Caitlin
yes.
Height for 5th.
Yeah, Susie, unfortunately, it's kind of fallen off. I mean, he was battling for the lead. He was in the lead a little while ago.
I think he's got passed by all these fresher tires. That's what it is. Here comes Victor Fluger looking for the lead underneath the 30 of Justin Gann.
Makes it easy, especially with the
Easy
fresher
pass.
tire, yeah.
He's going to go by and maybe pull away from these guys here as he's got those fresh tires. He made that strategy call to come get tires, and he is using them now.
Well, especially, too, if you're in Justin's spot, if you know you got a guy that's got a little quicker or a little better tire than you and behind you, if there's really nothing else fighting for you, you might as well just let him go. I mean, there's no sense of fighting him and burning up your stuff a little bit more.
Richie
But
Coy
definitely the right play. Keeps you up there.
kind of going backwards. Here comes Caitlin Height to the outside in the 10 car.
I think that little contact with him in the 77 kind of threw his rhythm off a little bit there.
Behind him, Dylan Clark in the 29, still hanging tough in the top 10. 7th spot for him. Things starting to settle down just a little bit, although Joshua Gaiman now looking to find a way around the 30 of Justin Gann.
Yeah, well, you can definitely see the guys who have the newer tires right now, and they're definitely rising to the top here.
61 laps to go. It's going to be 60 to go at the line. Another pit stop in the future for these guys. Will it be a green flag stop or will we get a caution? I guess we'll see. Here comes Joshua Gaiman cutting the apron to the inside, trying to take over second, and does.
He's still got a lot of speed right now. I mean, he's probably going to be able to even catch Victor here, so we might have another battle for the lead in a few laps. Victor ran a 31.59, and Joshua's last lap, even making the pass, was a 31.50. And you can see, yeah, he is starting to hunt down Victor.
All right, things have kind of settled down from where they were, although it's, it's still close. Take a breath here.
Yeah, they actually have settled out. I don't really see any too wide racing going on at all right now. We still got a couple multiple grooves out there, but well, I do see one side-by-side action here right now, and that's Joshua, Susie, and Caitlin. What the height, right?
It's actually Richie Coy going underneath.
Oh, that is Richie Coy. Oh, that's right. I gotta get binoculars when I'm in this blimp. Everybody's so spread out, though. I'm trying to look at all the action going on here. And what do we have? We still have 19 cars on the lead lap. Michael Blackner's still in the lucky dog spot. He's actually 3 laps down with Donnie Batiste as well. Although Donnie has just disconnected, so.
All right, Dylan Clark trying to look underneath Caitlin Height. Can't get that done. In front of him, Richie Coy trying to get around the 55 of Tanner Tomasi. Looking to the inside as they enter turn 1.
Well, Tanner, I mean, we were kind of expecting him to fall off, but he's still kind of hanging in with Justin Gann. And so Tanner's actually got the car kind of hooked up with these. He just needs to be on equal tire sequence, I think. David with Richie, because I believe Richie has a fresher side as well, and he's still kind of struggling trying to get around some of these guys.
He does. He makes that pass on the 55, so Coy up in the 4th spot. Sets his sights on Justin Gann. Joshua Gaiman in second has visions, not of Sugar Plum, but of the lead as he closes in on Victor Fluger.
I'm actually kind of surprised he has not been able to make that move. He kind of stalled out behind Victor because he's been kind of sitting in that 1 to 2 tenths behind him for a while now. And again, he was running a little bit quicker a few laps ago, but just has yet to be able to make that move to get by him.
He's using that top side to get that momentum, but he is closing in right on the back bumper as they enter turn 1. Using that top side.
Yeah, but the momentum, he's diving into the injury, but he's just not getting the exit speed that Victor's getting. And Victor's still kind of able to hang out in front of him there, even on the low line.
Well, the battle is on for 5th, though. Tanner Tomasi now starting to slip back as Caitlin Height looks to the outside. Dylan Clark, Joshua Susi trying to follow suit.
Yeah, this is our gaggle right now. Looks like Caitlin got a little loose there. Either that or it was just the yaw of the car, but man, it looked like it stepped out for a second. All right, Austin DeMoore is just calling for a pit stop right now. So I don't know if we're in the realm for the green flag stops yet, but 2's coming in.
Still Fluger over gaming up front. 1 and 2. Justin Gann holding on to 3rd position. Richie Coy closing in there. Tanner Tomasi hanging tough in 5th, although here comes Caitlin Height with that run on the top side, trying to clear the 55.
They've been battling. I mean, that's kind of going on for a while here. I'll tell you, man, Tanner's really held on strong out there with those older tires. Low line looks like to be pretty strong, especially with what Victor's doing right now.
Yeah, now Height got the bottom there on the 55. Kind of a, ooh, you see the 55 loose off the corner. This is what we saw in the last run. He burns those tires off, and now he's sliding all over the place. You're right. Here comes Dylan Clark to try to challenge the 55.
Yeah, nobody can get by him right now. Well, here comes Dylan. I say that, and Tanner kind of washes up a little bit. Dylan goes right by him.
Able to drive to the bottom and drive right by the 55, so Clark maybe saving a little something. Here comes Joshua Susi to the inside. A little contact, I think, on the entry of the corner there. Close racing, but Susi going to take that position, wash up in front of the 55. Behind him, a car in the wall. Is that Jonathan Atkins? It is.
Yeah,
the one of Atkins.
Yeah, Tanner coming back on Susi right now. Tanner's not, he's definitely a scrapper out there. He is fighting for these positions. I'll tell you, it just took, it took the 29 to kind of get around the 55 and kind of put the 55 in the outside lane. And when that happened, there goes Susi. And now that Tanner's still back on that low line, he's hanging in there fighting. If Caitlin wants around him, he's going to have to hit that high line. Although, yeah, he can't hit the wall. It's going to make it real easy for these guys.
55 in the wall off 2 there. Again, right there against the apron there, just washes up the middle of the track. Just seems like he's chasing his car. Just, again, like I said, long run speed is not there for the 55.
No, yeah, now he's getting a little real loose.
Still pretty.
Caitlin's going to have to make the move on the outside of Tanner if he wants to get by him.
Pretty status quo up front with Fluger leading game and the gap about the same. And the gap about the same between Justin Gann and Coy as well. Dylan Clark has gotten by this battle for what was 5th, and he's kind of pulled away from it. Same thing with Susi. Now the battle is behind Tanner Tomasi with Bobby Terrell and Caitlin Height, who have contact off the corner. Bobby Terrell in the grass, Caitlin Height around as the caution flies.
Wow.
Pretty big damage for the 10 car there.
Yeah.
Jonathan Atkins on pit road. Did he come to pit road right here? Or did he have damage? I don't know. Let's look at our replay here. Nope. I think Atkins crashed. Let's see. Bobby Terrell.
Up the wall, avoiding.
Looks like Height tried to clear off the corner there, and Bobby Terrell tried to clear off the corner, and Height was still there.
Yeah, unfortunately, the one of Jonathan Atkins and Claude Fernlin were right behind that. and the two of them kind of got into each other, and
and that's turned the
what
one in
happened
the
with
wall.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jonathan unfortunately got a little bit of the 10 there, and it slowed him down enough to where Claude was just there. I mean, yeah, unfortunate, both of them innocent in that. It's just wrong place, wrong time. Didn't look like too much damage, though. I think even Jonathan shouldn't be too bad. He does got a little rear end damage, though. Well, he toes.
Just kind of came together off the corner there. So Terrell tried to clear high, and Caitlin was trying to stay there, and apparently was there coming off the corner.
Yeah.
Got on board Jonathan Atkins.
Bad timing, yeah.
So you have it in front of him here, coming off the corner. Gets through it for the most part. Then again, unfortunately, Claude Furlan right there on the outside, and he's got some major damage. Gonna park it for the night. Leaders on pit road. Leaders
I think
off
Bobby
pit
parked
road.
it as well. All right. Well, Michael Blackner gets one of his laps back throughout all that.
46 laps remaining here at Kansas. I don't know the fuel mileage right off for these guys, but I think they're in good shape from here on out.
Yeah, I think they should be good as far as fuel goes. Yeah, they should be able to make probably 50 laps, I'd say, maybe 55 laps even. But we do got a little bit of a shakeup up front there. The one guy that's not in the picture that was Jonathan Gaiman. He's already down to 13th from what I'm seeing. Well, maybe I'm wrong. He's still second. Man, I really wish the scoreboard would be a little bit better. I need to wait a little bit more before I say something, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be Fluger and Gaiman up front. Your front row here on this restart. Justin Gann, Richie Coy, Joshua Soucy, your top five. Dylan Clark, Tanner Tomasi, Claude Furlan, even with that contact with the one, he's still in the top 10. Ted Lisby and Lane Allen going to be your top 10 right now.
All right, some new players. We got 16 cars on the lead lap. Caitlin is still in the pits right now, so she is a lap down. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, Jonathan Atkins is out for the night. Michael Blackner, though, still out there, 2 laps down.
Soldiering on.
Yep. All right. Well, I have a feeling we're going to see a little bit more action like we have been. We're going to have a good restart by Fluger here. I think he's going to get out of the box, and it's going to be action behind him.
See what happens. Pace car peels off. Fluger and Gaiman up front. Green flag flies. Pretty even start for both of them. And they come to the line. A big push from Justin Gann going into turn one.
Yeah, Justin's like, let me help you out a little bit there, Victor. Let's get you out in front here.
He does. And backing up a little bit. Actually, Gann backing up a little bit. Joshua Soucy on the back bumper now to the inside. Down the backstretch is Richie Coy trying to follow him through.
Yeah, I just you saw the outside line though; it just suffered like tremendously back there, and it really depends on how these leaders start. You know, usually if the leader starts on the outside line goes and the inside struggles, and it's really just a leader's choice where he can really dictate how the line moves here.
Here comes Joshua Soucy looking for the lead to the inside of Victor Fluger down the backstretch into turn 3.
Yeah, it makes it pretty easy though.
He's going to dive in there and take that lead. Here comes Richie Coy underneath Justin Gann trying to do the same.
Well, like we were talking, I think they have plenty of gas to get there, but if they do get there, it's going to be a long run on these tires. So, I mean, some of these guys might be beneficial if we do stay green. And I know a lot of guys would rather it stay green. You got to save a little bit to make sure you have something at the end here.
Justin Gann going to play defense perfectly, hang on to third, going to go on offense, try to take second away from Fluger, and does into turn 3. Here comes the 19 McCoy trying to follow him through.
Ooh, has a little bit of contact with the 19 and the Fluger there in 21. Little door slam here.
It's game in behind him, trying to find somewhere to go. Here comes the 55 of Tomasi. A little contact on the backstretch. Little contact again.
Yeah, those 6 cars, I mean, they've kind of had a little breakaway, but they got to stop touching each other up there.
I'm glad you said up there.
Well, if they keep touching, it's going to be more than 6 cars up there. That's what I'm saying. Because, yeah, I'm looking at Dylan Clark and Claude Furlan now. They're actually starting to catch that pack a little bit.
Still side by side, Fluger and the 19 McCoy side by side. Joshua Gaiman on the outside of Tomasi behind him.
Man, crazy. Crazy racing. I mean, just still 2 side by side. Nobody's really got any speed right now, and it almost looks like it doesn't even look like they're being very aggressive. It's almost kind of like they're just kind of holding position and maybe saving while they're trying to race. It doesn't feel like really anybody's wanting to go.
Contact with the 19 McCoy and Victor Fluger off the corner. Coy comes down and collects Dylan Clark as well. And we stay green somehow.
Oh, wow, yeah, we are still green. How did that not give a caution?
And they're going to continue on. Richie Coy, I guess they never got turned around there. But, yeah, contact between the 19 McCoy and Victor Fluger. And both those guys suffered. Dylan Clark with some major damage as well. Slow on track. He's going to have some issues as well. No caution, but, man. See if we can see a replay coming off the corner here. The 19 McCoy up the track a little bit. And I think he just gets hooked by the 21 there. I'm not sure he
well, they're both apologizing. They're both apologizing to each other, and yeah, I think Richie had said he just didn't give him enough room up there.
Yeah, because the 21 hits the wall there too, so they just kind of lost track of where they were on the track, maybe a little bit.
Yeah. Man, Dylan Clark got a little piece of that too. Everybody else was managing. Actually, was able to manage to get by. But man, wow, that could have been a whole lot worse. I'm sure a lot of guys would have liked to see that yellow throw.
Yeah.
No yellow for you. Yeah, sorry. But man, we were talking about the 6-car field. That really broke up that 6-car field. We only got 3 right now up front.
Ooh, and our leader in the wall as we come back live, Joshua Susi touching the wall off turn 2, opens the door for Justin Gann to look to the inside. This all working perfectly right now for Gann, although he's up the track now, almost into the side of Susi. That's going to check him up. Here comes the 55 to try to capitalize.
There's some apologies going on. At least they're being respectable out there from what I'm hearing in the chat. Man,
it's tough out there, man.
They are leaning on each other, but yeah, everybody seems to be having a good time, I think.
And I think the 88 of McCarthy just dropped. I don't see him on track anymore.
Yeah, disappeared off of my radar. I'll tell you, we haven't talked about him. Finished the second. He's 5th right now. Sylvain Jolly, looking at just kind of, he's having a pretty quiet night in that LED car.
Yeah, he's staying out of the scrum.
Yeah.
Oh, man, this is exciting. This is fun. Now, here comes the 55 of Tomasi to the inside of the 30 of Justin Gann.
Well, Tanner's obviously got the speed. It's just I don't know if he's got the long-run speed, and he's got to stay off that apron, though.
Oh, good.
Man, yeah.
Not cutting him any slack either. Kind of closes the door in 3 there.
No, he had to check up a little bit, or he would have been right in there.
Looking at chat, we only got one person out there chatting so far. Let's go 30. So we get a 30 fan, a Gann fan. Oh, wow, that sounds.
A fan of Gann.
A Gann fan.
Yeah.
Out there in chat. If you guys are watching along and cheering for one of these guys, let us know. And make sure too to like and subscribe. It really helps us out. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We got a little ways to go, but we're a little channel. we just have some fun. But we'd love to reach that 1,000 subscriber mark, and I keep teasing it. We're going to do something. I don't really know what that is yet, but we'll do something special when we hit it.
Yeah, it's a surprise to even us because we haven't figured out what it's going to be yet. But yeah, especially too. I mean, yeah, if you want to see some FTSR actions for the end of the A season here, we're going to be here every week on Tuesdays.
Yeah, Tuesday nights for the Vanlily Stickers series. New sponsor coming on board, so we'll be here on Tuesday nights through the end of the A season. Next 5 weeks, you can find us here on Full Throttle TV, covering the Vanlily Sticker Series. Every race sponsored by Victory Designs as well. So appreciate those guys coming on board as well. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it is a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun so far tonight.
It's been a wild race tonight. Yeah, I mean, definitely from what we saw last week and then continuing on tonight. Yeah, it's an exciting series for sure. And again, it sounds like the guys are having fun out there, even though we've seen a little bit of rubbing. They're having fun.
Driving back through the field a little bit. I tell you, Lisby, who missed his pit, has kind of rebounded up into the top 10, currently in 7th spot. Austin DeMore in 8th. Here comes Bill Miller in 9th. Some new players in the top 10, taking advantage of some misfortune of some of these other guys. They're going to have a good run tonight if they can hold it together.
Yeah, they're kind of spread out back there, but again, you know, with the long run, if we can stay green and stay with this long run, I mean, some of these guys that know how to save a little bit, they're going to start rising to the top. I mean, we definitely still have quite a bit of laps for some of these tire savers to kind of work their way into the top 10, maybe even top 5.
Yeah, 29 laps remain. Going to be 28 at the line. And Susie out front right now. Justin Gann looks like he's got his hands full, not only with his car, but with that 55 of Tanner Tomasi. Looking to the outside. Close racing there as he's going to try to use the momentum on the top to try to make this pass.
I think the 55 has been kind of screwing up Justin right now, to be quite honest with you. I just think he's been throwing a lot of pressure behind him right there, and maybe even a little touching here and there. Because Tanner just actually apologized to Justin for a little contact, so I think that might be hurting Justin right now. Again, he's just paying attention to his mirror more than he is driving forward here. And, he's just allowing Joshua to get away. And speaking of Joshua's, we got the Joshua Gaiman there in 4th right now. He's kind of on his own island, just still running that high line. You know, maybe trying to catch these 3 cars up front here.
Watching Gibney back here race Austin DeMore, Lane Allen. This is for 9th, 10th, and 11th position. Right now, Gibney has 9th. The battle is on for 10th, though, as Allen is underneath Austin DeMore.
Lane makes it easy, gets by him. Lane just moving forward. Again, he's one of those guys that can save a little bit of tire here and slowly work his way up front.
Tell you what, good run so far for Bill Miller. And the number 34 has worked his way up 14 positions from where he started. Currently trying to hold on to 8th. Here comes Gibney underneath him.
Well, Bill actually was one of the lucky dog. He was an EOL at the beginning of this race. So he started dead last.
I'll tell you what, I see that orange number 3. The first thing that jumps in my mind is the Wheaties car from Earnhardt.
Oh yeah.
I see an orange number 3, and I was like, that's where my mind goes.
Well, it does kind of look Weedy E, but it's Sewer Brothers. So I guess they're a bunch of plumbers on the car.
Weedy E's,
yeah. You know, every week you're going to hear a new phrase or a new word by me. So
Bill Miller loose off the corner, off turn 4, slides sideways, spins into the wall, caution flies. As we were watching it, unfortunately, that great run we said Bill Miller was having comes to an end with some big contact with the wall there.
Man, yeah, Austin DeMore got a little bit of money.
Man.
That didn't look little. That was actually pretty violent.
All right, well, let's go back and look at that. That was a big slide through 3 and 4 that started all that. Coming out of the corner.
Lane Allen. I think Lane got a little piece of that too.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit, but that big contact with DeMore is going to be trouble for him. Yeah. Knocked the back bumper off of Bill Miller. But yeah, he just kind of goes through the corner, gets loose, and tries to catch it. And of course, once you're in a slide like that, you're just holding on.
Man. Well, I'll tell you, that's Victor Fluger's probably appreciating that, and Richie Coy as well, because they were, they had that earlier on incident and pushed him to the back, no yellow, and they're going to be kind of brought back up into this field again.
They're going to get some damage fixed, but they are back in it. Right on board with Austin and Moore here as he sees Bill Miller get loose there. He's loose himself, up the track, really nowhere to go because he's at exit of the corner just curing you through that.
Wow.
I think it was that Brian Bliss through the grass to avoid that. So
yeah,
heads up driving for him as well.
All right, I am seeing a busy pit road. I'm waiting to see if somebody might stay out. And
Here they come.
Does not look to be.
All the leaders hit pit road.
A couple guys stayed out, but they are laps down. So I believe Dylan Clark is going to be lucky dog recipient here.
You are correct. He's going to come around the pace car, but our leaders on pit road. This is going to be a critical pit stop. Who's going to win the race off pit road to control this restart with only about 20 laps remaining as they come down pit road to get their fuel and tires?
I'm just kind of waiting. Waiting to see here.
Sitting, watching the end of pit road
Is
here.
that-
Everybody pulls off.
Do we have a two-tire stop from perhaps is that Joshua Gaiman? No, who got the lead there?
I think it's a car lap down that came out in front of him. Susie's going to win the race off pit road. Justin Gann second. Tanner Tomasi, same way they came in, they'll come out the same for the top three anyway. Although
Okay,
Gaiman
yeah, that
is
was Darren.
up to fourth.
Yeah, that was Darren Clements that came out ahead of the field there. All right, well, this potentially could be the very last pit stop here. We only got, what do we have, 20 to go?
Or 22 to go. It'll be 20 to go when they take the green, I believe.
Yeah.
Joshua Susie, your leader. He's been strong all night.
Well, I'm looking at chat, too. We got Anita. I'm not going to even try to pronounce the last name there, but she's subscribed, and she's rooting on the number 3 of, that is, I just had the name, too, Kevin Gibney. Kevin's got to be a new guy within the league, because I don't recognize that name.
Is that Kotowitz? I'm going to try it. I'm going to attempt it. I think it's Kotowitz.
Yeah, that's probably
cheering
so.
on the 3 Gibney. I tell you what, I like that paint scheme, Anita. I really do. Like I said, it reminds me of the Earnhardt Wheaties car for sure. I do like it. And so far, so good for him. He's up in the 8th spot, up in the top 10, having a good run tonight. Good showing for his team. He's
24th.
Actually a team owner here. Gibney Racing. Got a few cars out there tonight. Leading the charge.
Yeah, I'll tell you, there's a lot of guys that run this series only, and I know you and I aren't really familiar with their driving styles or even who they are, just because we've been broadcasting another league for a little while this was all going on. But yeah, it's great to see some new faces out here.
Ted Lesby up in the top 5 as well right now. All right, green flag's going to fly here as they enter the restart zone. Joshua Susie leading Justin Gann. 20 laps to go here at Kansas for the Victory Designs 200.
Well, the inside line was able to match that energy quite a bit to that outside line. I mean, Justin Gann definitely does not want to see that 18 get away from him.
18 a little loose on the exit there. Joshua Susie with that 30 of Gann right there behind him. Tanner Tomasi trying to fight off Joshua Gaiman on the outside. 77 using that top side. Here comes the 55 though. He's got visions of taking second place here from Justin Gann.
Ooh, 77 gets a little loose there. Jolly gives him a little room, but Jolly's going around him for 4th.
Jolly, another good run here tonight so far. In the 4th position, going to take that spot.
Now, the one guy we do know around here is that Tommy Tomasi, and I'll tell you, this is the type of a restart he wants. He doesn't have to go a long run, so he can kind of put the pedal down and make something happen here. And he does have that short run speed, so he might be a little bit of a battle up here for Justin Gann, maybe even Joshua Susie if he can get up there.
Yeah, he's doing a great. He's a great help for Susie right now as he's battling Gann side by side. Susie saying, you guys just continue to battle for second. I'm just going to try to scoot away here, but he's not getting too far out there. Gann actually using that top side, starting to put the pedal down himself, going to come off the corner and retake second. I tell you what, they're three wide for fourth back here. Sylvain Jolly, Claude Furlan, Joshua Gaiman in the middle of those.
Is that a Canadian sandwich I see going on right there with Joshua Gaiman? Yeah, the LEDs guys, they get right around Joshua there. Joshua, I think, is just struggling ever since he had that little spin
battle
there.
For the lead. Joshua Susie on the outside. Here comes Justin Gann to the inside, almost up the track into him. That's going to slow them both down. Here comes Tanner Tomasi trying to make it three wide.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting Tanner to kind of lay up there. He's like, I'm going to capitalize too.
I tell you what, Justin Gann going to retake the lead over Joshua Susie, who's now going to fight off Tanner Tomasi. These guys are after it. 16 laps remaining. Yeah. We're running out of time. A little contact on entry between the 55 and the 18.
Man, wow. And I'll tell you, Justin's been racing Tanner for a while there. So Tanner, he knows kind of what Tanner's all about and, how he might be able to screw him up. And he's just hoping, okay, well, you've been screwing me up for a little while. Play with Joshua Susie for a little while here.
The question in my mind is, can they keep this up for another 15 laps? 15 laps remaining here at Kansas. The Victory Designs 200 is getting spicy, getting exciting up front here.
Yeah, wow. All right, well, they did kind of settle down a little bit. They got out of that two-wide situation. Although I say that, and here comes Tanner again on the inside.
To the inside of Joshua Susie, we got a battle for fourth as well. Victor Fluger trying to claw back into this one. Underneath Claude Furlan in the number 43. Is he going to clear him on exit? Yes, he is. Meanwhile, up front, Tanner Tomasi still side by side with Joshua Susie.
Yeah, I mean, I almost have to go back to see where Fluger restarted at. But man, he came out of nowhere.
Put the beer down. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Honestly, yeah. I just I had a little sip of Gatorade here.
Goodbye,
unreal.
The damaged damaged car of Dylan Clark unfortunately had a great run going, but off the pace there. Here comes, I tell you what, Victor.
Oh! Spinning.
Tomasi around on the front stretch. Caution's going to fly. Tomasi up against the wall there. I have to go back and see if there was contact. I was looking away because I was watching the 21 of Fluger close in.
There was a hair contact there, yeah. Yeah, the 18 unfortunately got into him. Just a little tap enough to send Tanner around there.
Caution flash with 13 laps remaining. Tomasi around on the front stretch. Let's go back and look and see our best one. Tire and auto curious a replay coming off the corner. Tomasi up the track. Oh, it looks like, the 18 tried to time that and get back in behind, I think, the 55, and unfortunately clipped his right rear. Get him out of shape.
And it almost looked like the infamous netcode air bubble. You can almost see the 18 kind of like turn into him, almost like he gets sucked into him.
Yeah, it's almost just like he just misjudged there.
Yeah. Wow. Well, unfortunately, yeah, the 55 might be out of this for a while. Definitely have to. He's not out completely, but he's going to have a little bit of work to do here. And we do have some takers on pit road. I'm surprised some of these guys even have tires.
Where our leader stays out, Lane Allen's going to come to pit road. Brian Bliss, Kevin Gibney's in the 3 is going to come to pit road. Austin DeMore and Tanner Tomasi, of course, coming to pit road as well. So, yeah, some of the guys in the back maybe taking a chance here. Maybe they got some tires to burn, and if they do, we're going to have about 10 laps remaining. We'll see if they can make anything out of it.
Well, we only have, we're going to have 14 cars on the lead lap. Dylan Clark obviously is getting the lucky dog right now. So, even if you did take tires, you're not going to be too far back in the field. And, yeah, I mean, you don't have a whole lot of laps to do, but, some fresh tires might help you out.
The first car with fresh tires is going to be Lane Allen. He's going to be lining up in 9th position. So,
yeah.
He's going to have 4 rows in front of him.
It's just, where are you going to go? That's going to be, with great power comes great responsibility, and you're just going to have to take those fresh tires and maneuver.
This is a wide track.
It is, yeah. I mean, if you can get on the outside line and make it move. I'm kind of I'm looking at this front though. I mean, we've seen Justin Gann and Joshua Susi, battle it out for most of this race, but now Victor Fluger's back in the field, and he had caught this group. Did Victor burn up some of his stuff getting there? And what has he got left for the next 10 laps here?
Hey, Anita said it's caught a witch.
Caught a witch. Oh, okay.
What did I say?
I don't remember.
I don't either.
But caught a witch, I think.
I think I did. Yeah, I think that's what I said. I couldn't remember. Yeah. Caught a witch. Well, great to have you, Anita. I hope you're enjoying the broadcast, cheering on the three of Gibney back there. He's one of the guys that came and got tires, Tony, so we'll see if we can make something of it here.
Yeah. Well, again, they're not too far back. They don't have a lot of laps, and they're not going to have a lot of places to go. So they're going to have to kind of make their own lane here if they want to use up those fresh tires. And I don't think there's a huge deficit, too. I mean, what do we have? Maybe they might have 10 laps fresher tires? I know you got the little cheat sheet there.
Yep, it's going to be about 10 lap fresher. Every little bit matters, though. Especially if you're mid-pack, maybe get some positions here. Maybe finish a little bit better than what you would have. So we'll see what happens as the pace car peels off. We're going to have 10 laps remaining for the Victory Designs 200 here at Kansas Speedway. Susi and Gann leading them away. Gann with a great start, leading them off.
That's basically what he wants. He wants to get out there. He takes the high line and get that big arc there. He knows he probably saw that 21 in the rearview mirror a little while ago, so he's got to be worried about that 21.
Susi did not get a good start. He falls to fourth on this. Victor Fluger up to second. Claude Furlan right behind him in third.
Yeah, Claude, we really haven't talked about him much, but started fourth. He's up to third right now and just kind of worked his way up in here.
Well, Susi trying to retake that third position from Claude on the outside. The battle for third is on. Meanwhile, back here, they are 3 wide. Here comes Lane Allen with those fresh tires underneath a couple of these cars.
Yeah, he got underneath the 44 and the 19 there and just going forward. Going to try and make a move here on Sylvain, I think.
Susi way up the track using that top side. Probably going to fight back to the inside. Oh, contact from behind back there. I think it was Ted Lisby with a little contact with somebody back there. Tanner Tomasi.
Yeah, Tomasi going in the grass right there. No caution, though.
He's up against the wall in the grass. We're going to stay green.
Yeah, this battle for third, though, it looks like that's where the heat is right now. I'm just surprised that 77 really isn't. I mean, he's trying to use that outside line, but he's just not making it run there. Although he's really got no place to go with Joshua right in front of him. It's a Joshua outside right now.
Yep, here comes the 77 looking to the top there. Joshua Gator just cannot get the momentum on the top right now. Side by side, still Claude Furlan, Joshua Susi. That's allowed our 2 leaders, Fluger and Gann, to pull away. Can Fluger do anything with Justin Gann? We'll see. Here comes Lane Allen with those fresh tires up into the top 5, though. So I guess tires do matter.
Yeah, he's definitely found a way through the field here, and sitting 5th right now. He might be able to get a couple more spots too.
Yeah, we'll see if he can. He pulls up on Claude Furlan and trying to make that move. We got a car in the wall back there behind him. Is that Austin Demore? No, who was that back there? The one. Laps down.
Unfortunately, Jonathan's a few laps down. I'm just kind of looking at Fluger right now. I mean, he could not get close to that bumper, and we talk about the aero, and again, neither one of us really know too much about the car, but it seems like once you get to that back end like that, especially if you're right in his air wake, you just can't get a move and try to get out in front of him.
Yeah, again, kind of has a comfortable bubble there over Victor Fluger right now in second, so they're kind of spaced out. Third, Joshua Susi is kind of broken away. Here comes the 48 underneath Claude Furlan for 4th spot. And we have just 4 laps remaining here.
Well, Lane is the only one that looks like he might be making a pass here. And he should be able to get it with the tires. He's almost clear. Ooh, he hits the apron of hair. Still battling side by side. I mean, and then, yeah, you've got Claude's teammate battling Joshua Gaiman right behind him as well.
This is the
Here
battle.
goes Lane. He gets that run now. He's cleared him easy.
All right, so Lane takes over fourth spot. Can he get third before the end of this one? He's running out of laps, so 3 laps remaining for a leader. Justin Gann, Victor Pfluger in second, Joshua Susi in third.
Well, he's got all the track he can use right now, Lane does. So, I mean, he might be able to make it there if he just doesn't get stumbled up by anybody behind him.
Good run through 1 and 2.
Yeah, he got a great exit there.
I know Susi probably sees it behind him and knows he's kind of in trouble. Just has to play a little defense here. Meanwhile, up 2 laps to go. It's still Gann and Pfluger with the same space.
Lane's going to have to try to get on that outside. I don't know if he likes the car on the outside, but I think that's his only way around him. He's going to have to try and get to that outer lane and see if he can make it past.
As you say
He's
that,
diving low. Yeah.
He's looking to the inside. They're coming up on the lap car of Dylan Clark. He's going to go a lap down. Once again, got the free pass there. Here's the 48 on the inside of Joshua Susi. Going to make it look easy coming off turn 4, or is he? Oh, it's close.
You know, there was a guy that ran the 48 and he ran the low spot. Lane 16.
White flag is up, though. 1 lap to go here. Justin Gann, your leader. Comfortable lead over Victor Pfluger, who's trying to chase him down. Here's the did I say 14? That is a 48. The 16 of Lane Allen in third. But up front, it's going to be Justin Gann being hounded by Victor Pfluger, but he can't do anything with him. Off turn 4 for the final time. It's going to be Justin Gann, your winner tonight here at Kansas for the Victory Designs 200.
Wow. And I'll tell you, man, Lane was right on the bumper of Pfluger there. Another five laps. This might have been a Lane win here.
Could very well have been, because he was closing in for sure on our leaders. But just enough laps for Gann to hold on. Victor Pfluger going to finish in second. Gives him a little victory tap there through 3 and 4. And Gann going to come down and celebrate with the fans on the front stretch here at Kansas.
Yeah, that was I ain't gonna lie, that was a really good race there. These guys did a really good job. I mean, yeah, we had a couple little incidents here and there, but hey, man, it was exciting to watch. Great to call it. I'm glad we're back. I'm glad we're back here for these Xfinity Vanlily sticker series.
That was fun, and I think we see now why these guys want these races broadcast. Man, that was exciting, entertaining up front. Hard battles all night from the front, mid-pack, even in the back, just fighting hard for position, trying to get everything they could. At the end of the day, though, it's going to be Justin Gann taking home the victory and the trophy here at Kansas Speedway. The Victory Designs 200 for the Vanlilly's Stickers Series. I think it's a pretty good showing for the first night out for the sponsorship.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch. Hope everybody that tuned in enjoyed it. And if you're watching the replay, hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. And yeah, it's we'll get to talk to our 3 Victory Lane guys and or the podium guys, and yeah, it should be interesting to hear how the car was tonight.
I look forward to it. Let's look at our results before we dip off here for our commercial break. Justin Gann getting his Speed Demon Esports car in Victory Lane. Actually, a couple teammates there in first and second. Victor Pfluger finishing off in second position as well. Good, strong showing for those guys. Lane Allen finishes up in third spot. You're right. He was coming there late with those fresh tires. Was a good call for sure. He was charging a couple more laps, and who knows what might have happened there for sure.
Yeah.
Joshua Susi finishes up in fourth spot. Good run for Joshua all night. Stayed in the top 5 all night. Had a good, consistent car and finishes in fourth. Fifth spot for Claude Furlan. Good run for him. Good top 5 for him. Sylvain Jolly with another solid finish there. A couple of teammates right behind him. Richie Coy comes home in 7th spot. A good rebound for him after that contact with the 21 of Pfluger. Both those guys kind of rebounded after that. Kevin Gibney Jr. comes home in 8th spot in that number 3, that Wheaties, what did you say? Wheaties kind of car.
the Wheaties Z's, yeah.
I just
gotta have your
noticed
Wheaties.
I don't know why it says Victory Fuel. I have to fix that. Joshua Gaiman finishes off in 9th spot in the 77. Probably a little disappointing for him. He ran better than that, just fell late back to the back of the top 10. Brian Bliss with the top 10 run, snuck in there late. In that 8 machine, 11th spot for Ted Lisby. In the number 44, had an up and down night. Austin Demore faded late to a 12th position run. Dylan Clark unfortunately caught up in that accident, finishes in 13th, and Michael Blackner in 14th position.
All right, finishing 15th, we had Tanner Tomasi. I mean, it was out there up in front. Unfortunately, got a little loose there in the end. Couldn't make it happen. Caitlin Height finishing 16th. Kyler McCarthy, 17th. Jonathan Atkins, 18th. Bill Miller, 19th. Then we had Barbie Terrell, 20th. Donnie Batiste, 21st. Darren Clemens, 22nd. David Smeal Jr. at 23rd. Casey McMullen, 24th. Marty Roberts, 25th. And then Wyatt Hunley, who was out in front early on, but unfortunately got caught up. He was our 26th guy. Fortunately, last place. But, hey, it looked like a lot of the guys had a lot of fun out there tonight. I mean, it definitely was fun to watch.
It was. It was a lot of fun to watch for sure. And these guys put on a great show out there tonight. Had a lot of fun. When we come back on the other side of this break, though, we're going to talk to our top 3 finishers who I think probably will have a lot to talk about after tonight's exciting finish. We'll do all that on the other side of this commercial break, and we'll be right back after this.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
We are Best One.
The best tires.
The best customer service.
The best automotive service.
And the best customers. You see, Best One isn't just our name, it's who we are. Since 1948, Best One has been delivering quality and dependable tires and full-service automotive care to our customers. Best One, selling tires, serving people. We are Best One.
Back here at Kansas Speedway, finishing up the Victory Designs 200 here for the Vanlily Sticker Series here on Full Throttle Television. What an exciting finish. What a great introduction to Victory Designs and for Vanlily stickers. These guys put on a great show here. And we're going to throw it over to our post-race show. Our post-race show actually sponsored by the Fine Line of Whiskey podcast. Definitely want to tune into those guys every week. They break down the NASCAR racing action and actually some of the sim racing action. They even have some personal stories. Just kind of, it's fun and it's funny. They usually have some personal stories to share, and you'll never know what you're going to hear from the guys on Fine Line of Whiskey podcast. Tune in on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify each week and see what they have to say for sure. Well, let's dive into it. Let's talk to our top 3 finishers. We'll start with third place. The hard charge of the night, Mr. Lane Allen, with those fresh tires, comes all the way back up to third position. Lane, you needed a few more laps, and I think you could have made something out of that with maybe a win here. You were coming fast there at the end.
Yeah, a couple more laps. Might have did it for sure.
Well, listen, it was an exciting race all the way through. I know you were kind of in the scrum all night back there, kind of seeing some of the things going on in front of you. It looked like it was a lot of fun out there. Was the car? It seemed like it was fun to drive out there. There was a lot of hard racing, a lot of hard-nosed racing out there. Just tell us about your night.
Oh, the first run, I just got way too loose and I was all over the place. I slid to the back slowly, and I was glad to make it to the first caution or the stage, whenever it was, and without crashing. Put it that way. But yeah, I made some adjustments to tighten her up, and that helped a lot. Sure enough.
Well, let me ask you. I know you pitted for tires there with 10 laps to go. You probably had a sense of what was going on out there. Did the other guys, did they not have tires, or they just choose not to pit there?
Yeah, I think everybody that had some went in and got them.
Oh, okay. Well, it was definitely a good call. You guys kind of charged to the field there. There was a few of you that come down pit road and took some tires there. We were watching. I wanted to see if you could make something up, man. You made some good moves there at the end. Just maybe got held up just a little too long in some of the other cars, or else you could have been up there. But again, a solid run. Like it was a lot of fun, man, and a great finish for you as well, man. So I'm going to throw it to you, let you do your shout outs and your sponsor plugs.
Just shout out FTSR, best place to race.
All right, I appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Yep, we appreciate having you for sure, man. You put on the show at the end. That was a lot of fun. We'll see you next week.
Thanks a lot.
There's your third place finisher tonight, Lane Allen, number 16. I think I called him the 48, like you said, Tony. The 16.
Yeah. 16.
Lowe's Chevrolet coming home in third position. Great job for him, and love to see it there. I think you're standing by with our second place finisher and the newest sponsor of the league, the owner and his wife. We'll see what he has to say about tonight. It was an up and down night for Victor Pfluger. You're standing by with him.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, Brody just kind of tipped it off there. I mean, a wild night for you, man, up and down. And first of all, before we even get started, I want to thank you and your wife. I mean, obviously, you guys are a couple crafty people, and you guys kind of sponsor the league. You make us force me to watch the race. Not that I didn't enjoy it at all. It was a great race, and I can see why. It's a good idea to have these races broadcast. You guys put on a hell of a show. You had a hell of a night. So why don't you tell me a little bit about it?
I am sick of passing cars tonight, man. Let me tell you. No, really, really happy with the Vanlily Chevy. It would come through the field really well. I wished I'd have got a chance at some point to save a little on it and see what the long run would have felt like without the tires being burnt up. But no, all in all, I thought it was a really good race. I feel really bad about that one incident with Richie. I know that collected the 29. I know he's not happy, and if he's watching, I apologize for that, because that wasn't all right. So I apologize for my part in that one.
Well, I mean, we saw early on you had a lot of speed, and yeah, we saw it kind of cutting through the field. And I don't think you ever did grab the lead at all, but you were still kind of fighting for that second, third spot. And then, yeah, after that little incident between you and Richie and this and that, I know it pushed you back, but man, you had a hell of a rebound still. I mean, you kind of came back. I mean, the caution kind of saved both you and Richie, but I don't know. You just maybe were able to get through traffic a little bit better. And then, obviously the last, 10 laps or so, you just couldn't catch Justin. I mean, what was going through your mind? I mean, what were you trying? Were you trying to do anything to try and catch him? I mean, did the car work better on the top side, bottom side? It just, you couldn't get to him, or what was happening there?
Yeah, so I was probably one of the only guys out here tonight who kept freeing the car up on every stop. Even if it felt loose at the end of the run, I'd free it up for the next pit stop anyways. And that kept it rotating really good on that white line. If I could get a clean run to the white line, get there early, the car would rotate around really well, and I had a ton to drive off, it felt like, compared to quite a few of the other guys. And that's where I made a lot of my passes tonight, was just backing the corner up a bit and keeping the car down low and hooked up. Everybody else is sliding, and I could just kind of drive under, which was really nice. Normally that's happening to me. I'm not the one doing it, so it was cool to be on this side of it for a change. But those last 10 laps, I'd already burnt the tires up a bit to come back from the end of the line there back to Justin's bumper. And if I would have been more aggressive maybe in those first 2 laps when we fired off, I might have been able to do something with him. But outside of that, it was pretty much just try to find enough clean air to keep the car turning so it didn't burn up and I didn't fall back at second place. At that point, it's just protect mode.
Well, yeah, protect mode, you did good. I mean, again, you ran through the field. I mean, especially with some of the up and down action you had tonight. I mean, you had a hell of a run, man. And, again, I want to thank you and your wife both for sponsoring the series here, and with your little companies, and yeah, man, it's and let me try and get them the Vanlily sticker series, and then yours is Victory Designs, right?
That's right. Yeah, we got the
Yeah.
Victory Designs 200 tonight, and like you said, I hope it put on a good show for fans at home because I sure felt like it was a good show from my seat.
It was a great
But
show for my seat, and I'm sure Brody would probably
Yeah,
say the same as well.
thoroughly
So
enjoyed
yeah,
it. It was a lot of
yeah,
fun to watch.
definitely a great time. So yeah, again, congrats on second. Good job tonight. The floor is yours. You can shout out whoever you got to shout out.
yeah, I'll start by thanking you and Brody for taking on doing this broadcast for us on Tuesdays. You just got a break, and now you're back to work. So sorry, but not too sorry for that one. It's awesome to be a part of this series. I love being a part of Full Throttle. It's just the right atmosphere for me. And can't thank you guys enough for putting this on and holding true to your values on it. But yeah, that Vanlily Chevrolet was pretty good. I got to thank Icon Apparel for being on the card tonight. Full Throttle TV was on the back panel. Uh, Big shout out to mom and dad at home, and when they get a chance to watch this, even bigger shout out to my wife for putting up with me doing this stupid hobby 3 nights a week while she wrestles the kids. And shout out to my teammates over there on Speed Demon for giving me a little coaching early in the session, making got me dialed in kind of quick, and I think it showed up.
It did, absolutely. I mean, yeah, you've been showing up around here at FTSR. We're glad to have you and your wife, especially on board for this as a sponsorship. And yeah, man, we'll see you next week. I
And
think we're going to the big track, right, Talladega.
I want to say too, I'm glad your luck finally kind of turned around. I was worried when you and Richie got together. I was like, oh, here we go again. But man, you rebounded. So finally turning around for you.
Yeah, I was a little worried about it myself. I'm like, the car doesn't feel too hurt, and if we get yellow here, we might get back in it. I've only driven through the field 3 other times tonight, so what's one more? Even out a set of tires to do it. So, no, it was awesome. Thank you guys.
Well, thanks again for a great race and the series sponsor. And yeah, man, we'll see you next week.
Absolutely. You guys have a good night.
You too. Yep. All right, Brody. I think you're with his teammate there, Mr. Justin Gann.
Yeah, I'm with the guy that only did one spot better. But he ends up in victory lane. The 30 of Justin Gann getting it done here at Kansas, man. Congratulations. What a race. It was an exciting one. I know you had some close battles with a lot of the guys up there. It was fun to watch. Was it fun? As fun behind the wheel? Let us know here.
Yeah, that was a handful tonight, but it was definitely fun. I think between me, Tanner, and Susie, man, we put on a heck of a show. I know it was fun in the cockpit, and just it was a fine line of letting so many cars go, saving tires, fuel strategy, the way the cautions fell. I mean, everything was thrown at us tonight, and yeah, somehow somehow we ended up with the win.
It was an eventful night for sure. From everything we saw back there, man, and a lot of it happened behind you. But man, you were fast. You were up front, contending for the victory there. But you're right. There is a fine line of saving tire versus holding on to track position. And I think everybody was battling that tonight. It seemed like you wanted to kind of take care of the tires, but if you just were a little too easy, you get passed by all these cars, and it'd be hard to get back by them.
Yeah, all those longer runs we had, I was saving quite a bit, thinking I'd be able to get by Susie, but I mean, even if you save tire, it's still hard to pass. I mean, you're tight behind whoever you're behind, and I was able to make the pass, I think once or twice, maybe twice, but so I really didn't know the short run speed I had. So towards that, I think it was like 15 to go or whatever it was. I put it to the floor, and I was just hoping it was gonna stick.
Yeah, well, it definitely did that, man. You had the class of the field tonight. You had the car to win here. I know Susie kept you honest. Your teammate Fluger back there was charging at the end, but you had some fresh tires coming too. Were you aware that some of those guys pitted there with 10 to go had some fresh tires and they were charging through the field?
Yeah, Darren was up in the box, calling things out for us. Um, I think Lane made a awesome choice in getting some tires. I mean, I was in between. Do I want to lose the position or get the fresh tires? Because there's a good chance another caution is coming out. So I took the risk and decided to stay out, and it paid off. But it could have been Lane or me and Victor. It could have been anybody up there in the lead tonight.
Absolutely, man. It was a lot of fun to watch for sure. You guys put on a heck of a show. The battling, the close side by side, sometimes contact at times. It was exciting. But you were saying you actually did have a set of tires?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I think there was like a 10 lap run or something like that, but I ended up staying out, and I think I only lost like 1 or 2 spots before the caution came out. So I really didn't
okay.
lose much. So that was really lucky, I think. I
Well, it
should have
was.
taken tires that go.
I guess it was the winning call because that's everything led up to that. Led after that was based on that decision, man. So you pulled it off perfectly tonight. I'm going to throw it to Tony there. Let Tony have some words here. Tony, take it away.
Yeah, congratulations on the win tonight, man. I mean, and we see you fighting up front just about every week, just about every race you're in, and man, you had quite a bit of a battle tonight with Susie fighting Tanner for a while back there for second, and eventually, yeah, the Clean Air King out in front. You couldn't Fluger couldn't get to you at the end there, and I don't know, man. You had a rough night, but you kept composed and you kept a clean car tonight, and yeah, congrats, man. Good job as usual.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, we definitely. I think I got Susie a couple times, and Tanner got me, and I mean, it's you gotta run so hard just to make that pass. Like it's almost impossible not to get a little touchy feely up there.
There was a little touchy feely, but yeah, you guys kept yourselves composed for the most part. And like I say, it almost looked like Tanner was kind of holding you up when you're trying to get by Susie for a while. He was just in your mirror for the whole time. And but no, again, you calm, cool, collected, and you come out with the win again. So I mean, yeah, it was just a great night for you.
Well, it's a 1-2 finish for Speed Demon Esports here tonight, and we go to a track next week at Talladega where you're going to need friends, you're going to need teammates.
Right.
It's going to be a lot of fun, man. I can't wait to get to Talladega, man. But tonight, you're going to celebrate here in Victory Lane. You're going to celebrate in the infield at Kansas. Congratulations. Might even hit the casino there off turn 2. So might want to think about that one there. So anyway, man, congratulations on the win tonight. I'm going to throw it to you, let you do your shout outs and your sponsor plugs.
All right, give a shout out to everybody over there at Speed Demon Esports, uh, Vanlily stickers, everybody in the league over here at FTSR. You guys for putting on the broadcast for us. It's awesome. We got some broadcast for the O'Reilly series now, and I guess Monster Energy, if they want to throw me some money, cool. I'll give them a shout out.
For sure, man. All right, man. Well, congratulations once again here, the win at Kansas Speedway. What a show! Listen, we put on the league, we put on the broadcast, but you guys put on the show, man. Keep it up out there. We love watching it, love following along, and I'm sure our viewers love it as well, man. Congratulations, and we'll see you next week at Talladega.
All right, I appreciate it, fellas.
All right, there's your winner tonight, Justin Gann, in that Monster Energy Chevrolet. Shouting out Monster Energy. Maybe looking for a little payday out there.
Yeah, well, you never know. You got to ask, right?
That's
And
right.
maybe you can get it.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, Tony. We got next Tuesday night, we got Talladega Super Speedway on tap. Victory Designs on board for the sponsorship as well. The Victory Designs 200 at Talladega should be a lot of fun. These guys have shown the last couple of weeks why they need to be broadcasted, and we are here for that. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun tonight. Those guys racing hard, racing close. Put on the show, and I expect nothing less at Talladega next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. You definitely do not want to miss out. Tune in every Tuesday night right here on Full Throttle Television, 9 p.m. for the next, now 4 weeks. We'll be live with the Full Throttle Sim Racing Vanlilly's designs, or sorry, see, I did it again. I mixed them together. Vanlilly's stickers series here on Full Throttle TV. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Kansas Speedway, though, with Justin Gann taking home the checkered flag here in the Victory Designs 200. For Tony Solar and everybody at Full Throttle Television, my name is Brady Hanna. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed it like we had. An awesome race here tonight, and we'll have another one next week. We'll see you then at Talladega.